Don't be a bad best friend, like one of the fake best friends. You don't want to be fake to yourself. Being your own best friend means that you have to, how best friends make you feel, you have to make yourself feel, you're your own soulmate basically. That's how I see it, if you're your own best friend.
5, I'm really nervous.
Don't get nervous, man, it's a camera. Just pretend it's Matthew. Oh no, that will make him more nervous.
In this video, me and you are going to go on a special journey with one of my favourite people, Zaynab. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to be your own best friend. I feel like being your own best friend is learning how to speak to yourself in a kind way and being able to look in the mirror straight at your face and be like, yo, I love you, we are best friends. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, no matter what we accomplish, meaning you and yourself,
we do it together.
We do it together. You have this relationship with yourself, and whatever you accomplish, whatever you do, you feel proud of that, and you can sit down at the end of the day and just sit down and be peaceful with yourself and be like, yo, I did great today, you know? Or maybe today was a hard day, but I did as best as I can, and I feel proud and grateful for that. So tip number 1, talking to yourself in a kind and loving way. If you find that difficult, there is, I'll link a video in the description. It's called How to Love Yourself, little video. You look in the mirror, you talk to yourself like your own best friend. And I thought this was a really cool process. Being a best friend with yourself is really hard, especially going with depression and anxiety, because when you go through that, you are the opposite of being your best friend.
Then.
You look in the mirror, you hate yourself, you're always putting yourself down with this negative self-talk. So
look after yourself hygienically.
That is a good tip, Zaynab. Because when you don't feel good, you don't want to shower, you don't want to...
And that makes you feel even worse.
So you just shower, put nice baby oil on, use your favourite shower gel. Snow fairy.
Snow fairy.
We love snow fairy. Yeah. Care. And tip number 2 then, how to be your best friend.
Yeah, self-care.
Self-care. Big one. Self-care is very
important. Big one.
Very important. We can't emphasise this enough. Write down all the things that you have accomplished and how proud you are of doing that.
Like a bucket list as well.
Not like a bucket list, like maybe just like all the things you've accomplished till this point in your life right now. So then you can feel really proud of yourself.
But what if someone hasn't accomplished anything?
They must have accomplished something.
Treat yourself, buy yourself presents, but splash that cash on even maybe a £20 Hoola bronzer. Just splash
or some new shoes
cash.
or something that you want to buy.
I say crash. Splash your cash. You know, I mean, obviously you gotta be wise with it, but sometimes you gotta treat yourself. I always treat myself.
I used to all the time, but now I'm saying
with hijabs.
You know what Amanda shared with me? She goes, loving yourself is quite hard, but she goes, the most important thing is when everyone else is against you, but you still maintain that self-love for yourself. That is it. And that just hit me hard. Like, imagine everyone telling you, you can't do this, you can't do this.
It makes you want to do it more.
Yeah, but you can still
persevere, keep trying with yourself, because you can get to where you want to be in life, inshallah. Self-love.
So my energy's a bit like low right now, I'm a bit tired.
Don't worry, your energy's fine. When you go to school, it's all about education, learning. No one ever teaches you how important it is to love yourself.
Exactly.
No one, you don't get a tiniest bit of information on how to do that. They just expect you to know.
Yeah.
That's why people go through depression and anxiety, because no one teaches them that they are enough. It's all about education, getting the best grades, getting into the best uni, getting your job, career online, then working, and that's all life is about. No one teaches you anything else. And I think that's a bit...
It's way easier to be sad in life than it is to be happy, because happiness is a journey and it takes more effort. You have to put more effort in to be happy. Happiness is not just like you switch a switch and you're just happy like that. Happiness is like the things you do every single day. Happiness can be different to Zaynab, happiness can be different to me.
And happiness can be different to you.
What you define as happy. Like, what do you define as happy?
Having my friends, going out, chilling, doing face mask, looking after myself, feeling good about myself, taking selfies, obviously.
See, that's
what happiness is to me.
What happiness is to Zaynab, and happiness might look something different to me, like good self-care, exercise and eating good food. being around good people who I enjoy being around and connect with, and listening to my favourite inspirational people, and just living a like everything in balance in life and stuff. And most of all, having that internal peace and good relationship with yourself. And for happiness for you,
as well as having a relationship with God as well.
Yeah.
Allah.
But happiness for you might look different. But if you can figure out what your happiness is, what does happiness mean?
Because imagine there might be someone out there whose happiness is skydiving, going off a building and parachute, and
happiness looks different to each person. Matthew said at the gym today, his motto: stay humble and stay driven. So stay humble and stay driven. I just love that.
That is a really sharp and straight to the point. What does that mean though?
Just stay humble, be like down to earth, and stay focused, like to want to keep moving forward. Stay humble and stay driven. And it's like 6 p.m. in the UK right now, so it's a bit tiring time. Like
What?
I don't know.
That's gonna be so funny to edit back.
I don't know what one is.
Carry on.
I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.
Peace.
Peace and love. Who is such a beautiful person, and she inspires me every day with her strength and her courage every day to keep fighting despite with her limitations, and as well as my limitations. It's just really inspiring to see her, because I'm just really proud of her, how far she's come, you know what I mean?
Really?
I am.
That's really cute.
I'm really proud of you.
Aww.
I really like how confident you are. I really admire that, and how I see you with your friends, just how much they look up to you, and it's so wonderful.
Aww.